My hobby YouTube channel. I like to chat with people.
Mind if I join you?
Sure thing. I am open. Is that your personal scooter?
Yeah.
Awesome. How do you like it?
I might get a new one. It's kind of like giving up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Seems pretty convenient, I guess, for the campus, though.
Yeah, it's not that great on hills, but I'll probably just buy a better one soon.
Oh, yeah. Does it, like, lose a lot of speed if you're going up, even like this type of grade?
This one might be fine if it was like back when I bought it, but it's kind of died. So.
It's gotten worse.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway. Want to use headphones?
Sure.
Cool. What are you drinking there? Wow.
I have a lychee volcano from Ackerman.
Okay. That's a smoothie place up there?
It's a boba place, yeah.
Boba place. Nice. Gotta check it out. My name is Reed. Nice to meet you.
My name is Eric. Nice to meet you.
Gotcha. Cool. So, do you mind if I record and live stream? Is that cool?
Go for it.
Thank you. Yeah, let me explain more what I'm doing here. I'm trying to practice street epistemology. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's a Socratic method style, friendly conversation where I'm really in a role to help people think through whatever they think is the case. I want to be in like a collaborative frame where we're trying to figure out whatever we're talking about is true or not.
Okay.
And if you feel like it, you can ask me what my opinions are, but I'd like to keep it out, ideally.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a few topics over there to talk about, or really whatever you want to talk about. It's not so much about what we're believing, but like what are the reasons we're using to believe it, and are those good reasons?
Okay.
Anything come to mind to chat about? Politics, religion, spirituality, science, philosophy?
What do people usually talk about?
Political issues, political policies.
Okay, let's go with that.
Spiritual stuff, God, religion.
I'm not so involved politically, but we can go with that.
Okay. I'm trying to practice politics more. This started out more in spirituality and religion, but trying to branch out into politics and stuff. Which is harder
Yeah.
for me, at least. So, what's an important issue that most people aren't talking about that should be talked about?
One issue. I feel like the lack of prioritization for education is one that like people aren't talking about enough. Like we're talking about a lot about like gun violence. We talk a lot about the climate, but I feel like we don't talk about education enough.
We need to prioritize education and education policy more
Yeah.
in political conversation.
Yeah.
What would that look like if we ideally got to a place where it was prioritized?
I feel like if it was prioritized more, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, what would the world look like if you got your way?
I feel like a lot of the issues we suffer from today wouldn't be as present if education was more of a priority. We have people who don't really believe in science as of right now, like especially with what we're going through. And it's like, it's science. When did science need to become so political?
Yeah, that's another question to talk about. The politicization of science, potentially. Yeah, education. Let's have like a scale of the prioritization of education in the U.S. right now. If 10 is like completely prioritized, number one thing, and 0 is not at all, where is it right now on that scale?
Probably like a 4.
4.
Yeah.
Where should it be ideally?
10.
A 10.
Education's our future.
It should be the number one thing.
It should be the number one thing because the future is our kids, right? The kids are going to be who the country is. So.
Okay. The future is our kids, and kids need to be educated in some way to make. Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, by the way, I probably need to take off in like 2:20.
2:20.
Yeah, around then.
That's fine. You can set it to 11 minutes there. Turn it to the left.
Says it's 10.
That'll be perfect.
Okay.
That's great. So there's a couple questions we could talk about. Should education be the top priority, or what is the current level of prioritization?
Okay. We're starting with the first one first?
1, 2?
Yeah.
Which is the more interesting question?
I feel like the first one is probably what will lead into the second one.
Okay. Yeah. So should education be the number one priority? If all the way to the right is absolutely yes, it should be, or not sure, or absolutely no. Where's your current confidence about that?
I think education should be the absolute
It should
priority.
be the number one priority.
Yeah.
Okay. Reasons for that? What do you think? What gets you to that level of confidence?
Well, like I said before, when we have education, we have it for our kids, and our kids are our future. Also, it's like education makes for a better world, I think.
Education makes for a better world.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And-
It's the thing that helps make the world a better place.
Yeah.
The most.
Yeah. Yeah.
Education.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that true?
Well, if you think about what pushes our world forward, it wasn't like climate issues or all the other stuff. I think it was education. Like technologically, what pushes us forward into a future age is education.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the broader question is what makes the world a better place, and one is education, because that leads into other things like innovation and technology. We can't have that good stuff without knowing how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what education's about.
Yeah, so like without education, we probably wouldn't have access to the level of medicine we have today. We wouldn't have, the ability to explore for new opportunities outside of our planet. We wouldn't know what our planet is. We wouldn't know a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
We wouldn't have access to a lot of stuff that we enjoy today, like live streaming to YouTube
Yeah.
and all that.
Can people have too much education?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think people can have too much education because, there's people who just learn for their entire lifetimes, and that's okay. It's like if you want to learn for your entire lifetime, go for it. That should be your right?
Yeah. Anything absurd the world? Is there like an absurd world where the education is prioritized too much? To an absurd degree. I'm wondering.
Huh. That's an interesting one. To an absurd degree.
What would that look like? Or could that even be possible?
I don't think that could really exist. Like, to be overeducated, it's like you're just educated, right?
Yeah.
If you can't really be overeducated, you can be undereducated, but you can't be overeducated.
It can't be over.
Logically, I don't really see how you can be overeducated on something.
Yeah, as long as you're like not being forced to do it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like a dystopia where like people are in like the Matrix plugged in and always just being educated about stuff
Uh-huh.
their entire lives and not being able to do anything with their own lives.
You're thinking about that, or
That would just be an absurd extreme if we maximized education.
I guess that's like the absolute max.
Yeah. but short of that, of like being in a tyrannical state where people have to go to school up to like 50 years old, 12 hours a day, that would seem unproductive. But that would be maximizing education.
Well, education doesn't have to necessarily be going to school until you're 50. It could be through other opportunities as well. Education isn't exclusive to school.
Yeah, you don't have to be in school to be educated.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Because you can always learn through doing, but like I believe the government should also provide opportunities to do that, right?
Mhm. What are some valuable things to do in life that are not about education?
Go see the world.
Go see the world. Which
But-
is, well, I guess that's part of education.
Yeah, that's part of education, right?
Yeah. Is there anything that's not educational that's worth
experience
doing?
love.
Experience love.
I guess that's also educational because you grow as a person, like you learn about other people. So, I guess
Yeah.
that's education.
Yeah.
Education is very broad.
It is.
That's why it's also important. That's why it's important.
It makes sense to me. I'm just trying to wonder where this. What's the limit of this? And I don't think there isn't much a reasonable limit. It seems to be intrinsically good.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it should be as I'm forgetting the word. Forget that thought.
Okay.
I'm forgetting the word. If I think of it, I'll come back to it.
Let's just assume it is an intrinsic good. What's the best way to get educated?
School.
School.
But like, I think the way we do school right now is not that great, especially here in the U.S. Because we don't prioritize it. People need to be working other jobs alongside going to school, so they can't focus completely on their studies, and they're not getting immersed in the education that they deserve. If you look at other countries like Denmark, they pay their students to go.
Wow. They paid their students to go?
Yeah, one of the European countries does. I don't quite remember.
Wow. And you said something about people deserve education.
Yeah,
As a... Why is that? Why is that the case?
people deserve education.
Yeah.
I don't think we should restrict education. Everyone should have the opportunity to learn,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
If you restrict education, that's how you get tyrannical leaders. That's how you get people controlling people below them.
Makes sense. All right. Well, I don't know where to go with it. We don't have time to go into anything more deeply than that. Lots of interesting ways to go, though. If you see me again, I'm coming here the next 2 Wednesdays in a row. I'd love to continue the chat. This is fun, though.
I think next Wednesday is finals week, and the week
Oh.
after that we're off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So in my mind is probably next week then.
Yeah.
But in finals week, that might be stressful.
Yeah,
Okay,
next
cool.
week is finals week, and then the week after that we don't have school.
Yeah, so probably not going to get many people next week.
I mean, I'll be around.
Okay. I might want to blow off steam.
Maybe I'll be around.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hope to see you again. It's fun though.
Of course. You do this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Is this your YouTube channel, Street?
That's what I'm trying to practice. My YouTube channel is this.
Okay.
Course of
I'll take
Curiosity.
one of these.
Yeah. And feel free to take a yellow, red, or blue puzzle piece. It's like a stress ball thing. And if you see me again, you can come back and get
Here?
another one. One of these.
Oh, one of these.
Yeah. They're like little squishy things.
The whole thing?
One color.
Oh.
And if you see me again, you can come back and get another piece.
Okay.
And build out the whole set. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Well, thanks, Eric.
Of course.
This is fun. It's getting chilly.
Oh yeah, it is. I was up in NorCal the other week. It was really chilly.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 41 degrees in the morning. I'm like, I
Oh,
can't handle that.
yeah.
Well, it was good meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Around.
Thank you. See ya.